everyone here at TATA, Times Network, the media present here. As we all know, that cancer is having a devastating impact on our society, quite some time globally too. And there is a very alarming statistic that states that as of right now, 1 in 3 people will have cancer at some point of time in their life. And that statistic again alarmingly increases to 2 in 3 people by the time we reach 2030. So it is pretty much, it's become an epidemic. And it's fast overtaking heart disease as the #1 killer. But there is some hope. There is a silver lining. We've seen that in the past decade, there are a lot of countries where cancer deaths have kind of stabilized and have gone down. And all this, seems like I knew about all these statistics, but it's a completely different ballgame when you have someone very close to you diagnosed with the disease. And I'm sure anyone over here who's had a friend, a relative, a child who's been diagnosed with this disease, it's very difficult to kind of encapsulate or articulate what you go through. For those of you who don't know, in 2014, my son, he was 3 years, 10 months. He was diagnosed with a very rare case of kidney cancer. It's called a Wilms tumor. It happens, out of all pediatric cases, it happens to roughly 2 to 3% of kids under the age of 4. And my son happened to be part of that unfortunate percentage of kids. As a parent, as a caregiver in our family, we were shattered. We went through a lot of different emotions, pain, guilt, despair, depression. But we were willing to fight this battle, and we were going to go, we knew we had to go in for the long haul. And we were going to do everything that we could to save our son's life. We knew the treatment is going to continue for 6-7 months, and after that there is a 5-year survival rate. So it's a battle that is still going on. But through this journey, there is, of course, the financial aspect, there is the medical protocol that we have to attend to. But there is one fundamental thing that got us through this. That was the information, that was the knowledge that we got on our side when our son got cancer. It was the reading, the information that we got through different sites, through the internet, through books, and that made it so much more easier in this recuperation, in this treatment. And I would imagine, for someone like us in our family, we are well educated. We come from an affluent society in Mumbai, have access to doctors, internet, but we were so ignorant about things that the disease does or what it was. I would imagine what would go through people in small towns in a place like India. There are misconceptions that I've heard. People feel cancer is contagious. Even people in Mumbai, it's surprising people feel cancer is contagious. There are social stigmas attached to it. In many cases in cancers, I've heard that people sometimes don't take timely chemotherapy sessions because they take it lightly. In many cases, they feel, cancer means death, so it is a dead end. So they don't even go ahead and get the treatment. When actually, it's very heartening to know that in pediatric cancers, there's a good 70 to 75 success rate as far as cancer goes. In my son's case, there was a 90 to 95% success rate. So this is what this initiative is all about. It takes that information out there and it gives it to everyone. Routine screening, these are the things that I learned along the way. I knew nothing about cancer, but routine screenings for our family right now, I feel for the rest of our families also out there, if you spend on things like insurance, on a car, on a house, you don't have a good health care plan. You should actually get down to screening your relatives, your family once a year. So God forbid there's something growing in your body, you can check it in time, and that reduces the cost of treatment. At the same time, to check something on and which has a good prognosis. You have cancer where you can catch it in the first and second stage, and that's what makes it more curable. In our son's case, we got it in the second stage. I've realized through the readings that I've done that, again, a very, very minuscule percentage of cancers, 10% of cancers are genetic. A huge percentage is environmentally related. So a lot of things in our lifestyle, which again, this pushes all this information out. You can put out your questions through email to them, and they can bring that information forth to you. Any query, any problem that you have, you can bring forth. Stress management. I mean, we have that in our culture. Meditation, yoga. We have, getting good sleep, eating well. I mean, in our staple diet, we have one of the best foods that actually are that can help the body recuperate. For example, turmeric is a superfood. That's medical community is acknowledging that. So these are just some of the things. Obviously, they're going to take you through what the details are. But I wish them all the very best. Doctors here, people at Times Network, and I hope with each passing month here, this initiative gets bigger and better. And maybe I'm a bit too optimistic, but I'm looking, hopeful that in the next couple of decades we look back and say that cancer was a thing of the past and we eradicate it from our society. So all the very best. And